So if you were in charge of the investigation, what should have happened by this point?
Well, you certainly wouldn't let the grand jury expire before presenting evidence. It presents a whole world of trouble for you as a prosecutor. You have to either impanel a brand new grand jury, or you have to try to negotiate a package deal where you charge by way of information a certain crime, and then they plead guilty immediately to it, and then you sort of wrap it all up. And maybe that's their intention.
Oh, I'm sure
But
it
if you're
is.
investigating, yeah, if you're investigating just tax evasion and the lying and buying to purchase a gun, that could have been done, early on within weeks of the investigation starting. The real tragedy here is we all know there's a potential conspiracy that should have been investigated, and that's a much bigger investigation that should have been taken place based on what we know about the laptop.
So the prosecutor in Delaware in charge of the grand jury, which you say has been dismissed now, it's not even sitting, he's a Trump appointee, correct?
That's correct. Yep, he is.
So you think he was in a tank?
Well, I think that this was one that was brought into the Department of Justice, as much as Merrick Garland wants to say that he's had a hands-off approach, which he may personally have been. This is front and center at the top, of the Department of Justice, and obviously the White House in terms of what's happening and what the decision making is. And quite frankly, if Main Justice wants to make an impact on this case, which I believe they probably have, then they're going to do so through the U.S. attorney, and they're going to be trying to outline, how he proceeds on the case. And
so
the fact
think
that it's taken
this
this long,
these two light charges, they will charge Hunter Biden and he'll plead guilty and they'll give him probation or whatever they do, right?
That's right. I mean, This is setting itself up perfectly for that kind of, resolution.
If the Republicans win the House, I believe they will, then there'll be all kinds of hearings on Hunter Biden and the big guy and who got what from China and Ukraine and Russia as far as cash is concerned. That's a fait accompli. That has to happen. Do you agree?
I agree. It has to happen. It's the only way that we may get some of the answers is if they can exercise that oversight on this investigation and what happened on it.
Now, if Hunter Biden pleads guilty to tax evasion and the other charge, he could still be subpoenaed by Congress and have to come in and talk about those other issues, correct?
Yes, he absolutely can. Also, there's a long statute of limitation on bank fraud. It's a 10-year statute of limitation. There's many, crimes that could still be looked at and reviewed. It all, I guess, depends on the scope of that investigation that they've taken.
And then they bring
so
in
far.
Garland and say, did you look at this? Did you look at that? And Garland go, I can't comment. All right. Final question. I've given up on the Durham report. I just given up on it. I think it's a bunch of hooey. These guys are all making a lot of money off the taxpayers. There's no alacrity in there to get anything out. I don't expect anything to be out that matters. Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong. Unfortunately, I think he's going to go into this last trial against Igor Danchenko, the source of, the Steele dossier, false information. I think there will be some illumination about the FBI's use of sources and paid sources that may be revealing, but in the end,
in that
I'm
trial,
told,
you think there'll
yes.
be testimony in that trial. When is that trial
Correct.
set to begin?
I believe it's very soon, a matter of days.
Inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. We all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.